welcome back to the channel. So today I'm finally able to show you guys the table that I got in. So you saw my husband putting the table together. The chairs came, let me tell y'all, see, so this what happened. So I ordered the table set from Walmart.com. Now mind you, this is my third choice because every time I went to go and look at a table, it was out of stock. So I'm like, it was in stock when I looked at it, and then when I put it in my cart, I would go back to my cart and they would say that it was out of stock. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So this is my third choice of table, but let me tell you what happened. So they told me that the table wasn't going to be here until like mid-September, and I was absolutely fine with that. But then they said, okay, well, your table is going to be delivered within like the next 3 to 4 days. So of course, you know, as we do, I got excited. So the day that the chairs showed up, or the day that I thought the entire table set was showing up, I went ahead and I put my table outside to be taken away. And then I get home because my mom got the delivery, and I realized that all I had was chairs. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. I went back, I tracked it, and it said that the 4 chairs was delivered. The 6 chairs was delivered. It said absolutely nothing about the table. So then I called Walmart, you know, their website or whatever. I called them, and the guy was like, well, the table is out of stock. And I'm like, how was the table out of stock? It wasn't out of stock when I purchased it. I purchased everything together. So then he was like, you know how they customer service, how they do. Hold on, let me speak to my manager or the powers that be or whoever. So he talked to somebody, and they was like, okay, well, the table is coming separately. At first he was like, well, we can cancel your order and give you a refund. I'm like, no, I need a table. I don't need 6 chairs. I need a table. So then I was like, you know what? I said, no, so just put me on hold, do whatever you got to do because I need a table. So then he put me on hold, and that's when he came back. He let me know that the table was coming separately, and then he gave me a tracking number for the table. And I was like, okay, cool. Hung up with him, and every time I went to go track the item on Walmart.com, it would show up. Like nothing would come up, like I had the wrong tracking number or something. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to wait until like till the weekend is over. Y'all open. I want to know what's going on. So I called back a couple of hours later, and I found out that the tracking number that I actually had to use it through FedEx and not through Walmart's website. Now, why they didn't ship the table and the chairs together, coming on the same truck, I have absolutely no idea, but that's what happened. And so then they was like, okay, well, no, the guy told me, he said, well, your table should be there by 8 o'clock tonight. So I was like, oh, okay. Of course, y'all know the table didn't show up at 8 o'clock that night. So then the next day, that's when I called the other representative, and I'm like, okay, where's my table? And that's when he gave me the tracking number and told me how to track it. And then apparently the table was just riding around in the back of some guy's truck for another whole day, because when I would track it, it said that it left, I forgot what part of Maryland it left from, but that's only like 30 miles from where I am. So I'm like, okay. So then I looked at the tracking the next day, and it said that it might be delayed. And then it gave me a delivery date of Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, so you just riding around with my table on the back of your truck for the next 3 or 4 days for no reason at all? I said, this don't make no sense. Walmart and FedEx kind of get on my nerves a little. I'm a little mad with both of them right now. But the table ended up showing up that next morning. I was so excited. So like I said before, you saw my husband put the table together. Now the issue, well, it's not really an issue. It's just something that we have to get used to. We've had a counter height table for the last, I want to say 8 or 9 years. So this table is much shorter than what we anticipated, I guess because we haven't had a regular size table in a while. But I don't know if it's short because it's a short table. It doesn't look like it in the video. I don't know if it's short because it's a short table, or it just looks short to us because we're not used to, the standard table. We're used to the counter height tables. But anyway, with that being said, I love it. Even though, like I said, this is my third choice because these tables are selling like crazy. So somebody's buying them. but I love it because it actually warms up the space just a little bit for me. Whereas when I painted the other table white, it really made it look brighter in here, and it made it look bigger, but it didn't get that warmth I was looking for. So now that I have my table, I'm going to go ahead and semi-decorate it for the fall. But I also made some other changes to the kitchen, such as the curtains. So I decided to go with just the valances, and I took down the drapes. So I took down the other valances, and so I decided to just go with the valance. And then I'm going to go over here to this side, and I'm getting ready to change up a lot of stuff over here. So you guys stay tuned for that, because that is getting ready to happen. And I will come back at the end of the video, and I will show you what I did. All right, guys, get ready. All right, guys, so I am finally done, and I'm going to try to show you what I did without showing you my coffee bar, because that is still a hot mess. So if it ends up in this video, just ignore it, but this is what I've done.
I'm just trying to get to you, like I wanna make you mine. I'm just spending all my thoughts on you, like I need you now. I'm just trying to get to you, like I wanna make you mine. Yeah, I'm just spending all my thoughts on you, like I need you now. Mary Jane, please love me. Mary Jane, please hurt me. Mary Jane, please hate me. Mary Jane, please love me. I'm just trying to get to you, like I wanna make you mine. Yeah. I'm just spending all my thoughts on you, like I need you now.
Darkness can't stop on the way. 내 눈 속에 날 보면, girl, you make all my heart melt away. Baby, baby.